This is an image-to-image Nano Banana Pro tutorial inside n8n. The most important thing I want to show you is how to set up the HTTP request node using the image model from k.ai so that the image model can accept the user submitted image. So at the start, we can submit our image and our text prompt. We can hit execute. A window will pop up and prompting us to submit the image and the prompt. For this example, we're submitting this burger image. And the prompt is to generate an image of a person eating this. I hit submit. Since we have already ran the execution, I have pinned the image so that it's not burning through our credits. Once the image is successful, it's going to download the image, save the image to our Google Drive, and we can get a message. So right here is our image. We don't have a person eating the burger, but it's taking that reference photo into another angle for this new image. Upon submitting the image, we have to convert that image to a public URL because that's the only way Nano Banana Pro can process the image we supply to the model. So we have to do that first. And I have another tutorial showing you exactly how to do that using an API call using IMGBB. But the most important thing that we need to look at is the image generation. Here we have two HTTP request node because we are using the image model from k.ai. And if you have never used k.ai, it's basically a marketplace, a consolidated place for you to access all kinds of image model. So for this, we have Nano Banana Pro. If we go over to API, it has two options. You can create the image, and then after that, you have to go grab the image. So there are two steps. So the first thing we need to do is to create the image. So right here, we can click on Create Task, and you will scroll all the way down because we're using curl command to set this up. So you would copy this, come all the way down here where it says request example. Copy this, and you will input that command right here. Now, the next step you will do is go back to grab your API key. Simply go to your dashboard, click on API key, copy that key right here, and then you would, under authorization, you will replace your value. It has to be bare and then your API key, okay? And then scroll all the way down. In order to accept a image you have submitted, you have to add a image input line in the JSON body. You can copy that and paste that right here. So for that, we have already generated our public URL, which is right here. We can grab that URL and put that right in between the two solid brackets. When you hit execute, it's going to give you a task ID. Think about this as a work order submission. And then it's going to take about 20 to 60 seconds to generate the image. Meanwhile, you need to set up another HTTP request node to grab the image. It's going to take time, and you're going to have to go back to check to see if it's ready. And this is what this node is for. What you have to do is go to k.ai and then click on query task. Scroll all the way down. Do the same thing. You're going to import your curl command to populate everything. And this is pretty simple. All you really need is to grab the task ID. And it's going to check to see if the image is ready. If it is still generating, it's going to loop back to the wait node to wait a couple seconds, check again. If the image generation has failed, it's going to send you a message in Telegram telling you to go back in here to check to see if everything is correct. If it's successful, it's going to pass that image public URL to the set node. So in the set node, we're grabbing the finished image right here, but we only want the URL. This is giving us all of this code that we don't want. So we're using this JSON code to strip out the URL, and that will extract the URL right here. Okay. After that, to download the image is really simple. All you need is a get HTTP request node to download the image. And this is exactly how you can use form submission to submit an image to Nano Banana Pro to